Hey guys, and how's it going? Maniac Mower here. Got another video for you guys today. This is actually not one of my tractors, nor is it one that I'm planning on buying. This is actually a buddy of mine's tractor. He had it here out in my front yard for sale, trying to sell it. Somebody reached out to him. They had some stuff they were going to trade him for it. So he came over here today to take a look, to come pick it up. He brought a new coil with him to put on it to try and, because something was wrong with the previous coil that was causing it not to run right. So he brought a new coil with him and he put the new coil on it, and it does not have spark. So right now what we are trying to currently figure out is what the deal is with that. He told me if I can fix it, let him know. If I could, he asked me if I could try to see if I could find out what's going on with it. So I'm really hoping it doesn't stay here long, because I don't want to put it out in the yard again. I've had my fun with that. I did, however, recently try driving it. The reason that I tried driving it back to the house was I've been taking it out front with the Bobcat and bringing it back with the Bobcat. And the Bobcat has been running up my yard. And when you go to turn around, every time I turn around, I have to take the 73 out there with the snowplow, and I have to drag the driveway. And the 73 uses a lot of gas. But I go back there with it and I drag the driveway flat again where I've went over it with the Bobcat turning. I can't do that with the yard though, and the yard's starting to turn brown out there where I keep going through with the Bobcat. So I thought maybe if I can drive the 140 there and back, it won't do as much damage to the yard. So I started it up, and it started up for me just fine, and it ran pretty well. So I start driving it. From there, I wasn't going very fast. I was going about, I had it about right there, I would say. I wasn't going very fast at all with it. This thing's hard to move. But so I got going with it. I had it at idle in that speed, and it starts sputtering. I'm right in the middle of the middle building. If you were inside of it, I'd be right in the middle. Not middle as in center of the building, but middle as in between the two windows. And it starts to sputter, and it starts to die. Then it comes back to life, and it keeps on going. So I keep on going, and then it dies. It sputters again and dies. So that's where I'm at with it right now. Trying to figure out what's going on with it. Not quite sure what happened with it. I do have a suspicion. I almost am wondering if there's a fuse that goes from the key switch to the coil, or I think it goes right from the stator actually to the coil. One of them two. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We are going to try to find out what is going on with this tractor. Let me put you guys in the stand. I'm going to try to find out what's going on with it for him. I asked him if I should make a video on it, in case it's something simple. He goes, yeah, might as well make a video on it. So I'm going to make a video on it. I'm trying to get this thing running. So let's go on ahead and dive into it. I went in and I grabbed my voltmeter. We are going to see if we can find out what's going on. Actually, let me put you guys on the other side so I can get on this side. That's better. Okay, so I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but he actually had this tractor sold. Somebody called him about it, and they were offering him trade on some stuff they had. They were going to trade him that stuff for this tractor. And he had it basically sold. Let's say, I want negative. Which one are you? Negative. Negative. But he had it sold, and unfortunately now it's acting up, which just doesn't seem right. So 12 volts. So the coil is getting power. Okay, so that's not the problem. The coil is getting power. The power either is not going through the coil to all this, or power possibly, maybe, the points could be bad, the condenser could be bad, even the coil could be bad, but it's getting power. You know another thing we could do? Well, it's not even registering, it's getting sparks. Somebody's messaging me. I almost am wondering if the coil could be bad. It's getting power, as you guys saw. It's getting 12 volts. You guys couldn't see it, you were over here, but it was getting 12 volts. I'm going to go on ahead and guess. I almost wonder if possibly the points might need to be looked into. I almost wonder if that could be it. So let me take a look at that. We'll bring you guys down. We'll take a look at it and we'll see what we can find. We'll do that next. I got to see who's messaging me. Let me grab the old coil. It's sitting here. I grabbed it and I stuck it on the seat. I'm going to see if it'll work with that coil or not. I wonder if this coil is bad. Let me run in the house here quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what I am going to do. I am going to go on ahead and swap this old coil back onto it. Got the coil installed. As you guys can see, everything's tightened down, ready to go. Let's put this in. Let's pray and I hope it'll start. I'm not going to give it a very high chance. I know power is getting to the coil, so that shouldn't be a problem. Just you guys over so I can see if it has spark. Ready? I'm just gonna watch the wings. Okay, so apparently that is not it. It still not have spark, so that's interesting. Let me take a look at it a little bit further. Maybe I can find something else. So here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to put this coil on it. This came off with a 73. This is a good coil, but it didn't like getting hot, and it would lose spark when it got hot, so that's why I took it off of it. So let's go on ahead and we will pull this out of here and just see if we can figure it out. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Okay guys, changing plans. What I am going to actually end up doing now is I'm going to go on ahead and pull those points off. I was going to try to put that other coil on there, but I think I'm going to just go right to this. I did clear it over with Mike before I decided I'd go on ahead and do this. So he just told me, if you can get it running, let me know. So let me see about getting that loose. We'll take this top one first. He said these were new. They do look new, but sometimes new isn't the best. Pop that out. That just looks, I don't know why, but they're closing crooked, so I almost wonder if that could be the problem. Pull that out. I have the other points sitting over here, I think right there. So we'll pull this out. These are brand new, no wonder they're brass. I'm not a huge fan of the brass points. Personally, I don't like them. I like the steel points. They just do a lot better, if you ask me. I'm gonna say maybe 10% chance this will fix it. Very slim number. I don't really think it's gonna fix it, but we'll see. No spark is not very hard to track, but it's hard to, depending on how many components, it's hard to narrow it down to one thing. No spark, it could range from your coil all the way to your points or even condenser or just a fuse that has blown or even just a key switch. So it could be one of many things. And he's already put, I don't remember how much he's already put into it, but there we go. Going ahead and put these screws again. This is probably going to end up needing to be adjusted, but it is at least tested. So let's go on ahead and see if we can diagnose and figure this. Let's go on ahead and see if we can diagnose what is going on. I'm almost certain. That one's in. Oh no. I just dropped a screw. That sucks too. Those are never, for whatever reason, easy to get. Once they fall, you're probably going to end up having to get a new screw. Ran in there and I grabbed another screw. Unfortunately, I just couldn't find the one that fell, and I was trying to find my magnet on a stick, but it's not anywhere to be found. So it must be some kind of gremlin. It always ends up going missing when I need it, but yet when I don't need it, it reappears right where I left it. So I don't know. All I know is there's something not right about that. Tighten that down. Let's tighten this down. I'm going to go ahead and guess this will probably need to be adjusted, but, you know, at least let's check it and make sure it's at 20. You guys see. It might need to be adjusted a little bit, but it does seem like it is right. The other carburetor is still on it. I have not taken it off. Let's see if it'll have spark. Ready? I don't know why it's turning over so hard. Let me hook the battery up to it and let it charge for a bit, and I'll bring you guys back later. Okay, I got the battery charger hooked up. Let's try it again and see if it'll do anything. Ready? So, let's try adjusting it. Maybe I will end up putting that other coil back on. That could be it even. Maybe I should hold off on this until I put that other coil back on. How far off did I say it was? I think it was a little bit off. Mainly I just want to clean it. I think it might be off just a 16th. It's not off much, but it's just enough to tell me. We'll have to fight with it. I'm tempted just to leave it right where it is. Why is this not? No. I think it needs to be loosened to just enough to barely move it. So little that God wouldn't even notice. That's how off I am. Oh dear, that's perfect. That's about where I adjust them to. You can see there's no wiggle room. It's pretty damn tight. So, maybe now, let's try it with the same coil that's already was on it before. Ready? I'm gonna watch the points. Well, let's give it the benefit of the doubt and hope and pray that the problem with it is the coil that is on it currently. Let me move you guys over here. Let's find out. We could also put that coil on it instead. Let's go on ahead and try starting it. I don't feel very confident about this, but maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Ready? Can't tell if it's getting gas or not. Ready? What I mean when I say gas, I mean spark. It does not appear to be getting spark. Let me pull the spark plug out. It's getting power down to the coil. I know that. That's not the problem. The problem is somewhere along the line it is not getting spark. Does not look wet. It is. We'll see. But that don't look too wet, so I really don't know if it's getting gas or not. Let's go on ahead and test it. See if it has spark. You guys ready? Let's find out. No spark. Wow, that sucks. I almost wonder. Let's see. Coil's not the problem. The points possibly could be the problem. Take another look. Take another look at it. See if I can see something. That does not seem right to me. That should not. This way. Good. How's it? It should be. That is. Is there a connection somewhere? Like that or not? That's hooked up. That goes back and is hooked up to here. Could it be the regulator? You know what I'm wondering? I wonder if it's the regulator. I doubt that. But is that moving at all? I can't. Let me check the gap on it just one more time. Maybe that needs tight. Even with that loose though, it should still be. Just a look at these wires. They look fine. What wire goes to the coil? This one. Right there. This wire goes to the coil. Orange. Where is orange? Whoa, hold on a minute. There's a cut wire. And there's this. So there's a cut wire, apparently. But power is getting. That's loose. I wonder if that's the problem. I wonder if that's it. Let me grab my wrench. I wonder why that's still loose. Whoops. I guess I must have missed that. I guess a loose terminal could cause it. Let's try it again. Maybe now it'll work. Are you still rolling? Ready? Let's find out. Let it spark. No spark. Okay. So that's not the problem. Kind of running out of options here. Again, I have no idea what happened to it exactly. You know as much as I do. I don't know. Tell you what we can do. Right now, I'm suspicious of this wire that is cut. This is a headlight wire. I guess that could go to the headlights too. I guess this wire could go to the headlights right here. Not this wire, the wire that's in here that's cut. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea what it could be. I have just about checked everything I could possibly be. Power is getting to it from the key switch. I'm saying 3 bad coils. That can't be right. That coil was bad. That coil was bad. That coil was bad. That can't be right. I don't have any other coils around here that aren't in something right now. If I did, I'd pull one out. But that coil tested good though. Last time I used it, I had it in the 73. I quit using it because it got hot, and when it would get hot, it would quit. Popped another battery in the camera. The one, it died on me before. I don't quite remember where I was, what I was talking about when the camera died. But I do think what I'm going to end up doing is I am probably going to end up, wow, that's loose. I'm going to end up pulling the condenser off. How does that get to? And seeing if that's what it is. I am not quite sure right now what it could be. I've never looked at a wiring diagram yet for a 140, so I'm not 100% sure what to look for on here. So, I mean, it should be about the exact same as the 100 series, all except for there shouldn't be anything different with this wiring harness compared to that wiring harness. They're both almost the exact same. All except for this has a cigarette lighter, that one doesn't. Same with that. So currently I am almost wondering if this being loose could be causing it. Again, I don't think so, but might as well check it since I'm this far into it. There's my flatbed screwdriver. Try tightening this down. Let's put the thing back and see if it decides it wants to fire. I am almost wondering too if it could possibly be the condenser. I think I am going to end up changing that condenser. The problem with it is this air cleaner is in the way, and as you can see, that's already loose. These aluminum carburetors are nothing to brag about. They're awful, to say the least, so I don't want to pull it off if I can avoid it. Ready? So now, let's see. That gas. It's full. Well, what else could it be? You know what I almost wonder? Where's my screwdriver? Let me close. I hate to mess with the points too much, but just for shits and giggles, let's close them a little bit more. Maybe that could be our issue, is they're just not closing enough. I don't want to get into that just yet, that mess. So right now that's what we're gonna try. If we know the coil's good, then that'll help me out a little bit. Right now I'm just trying to get a little bit of life out of it because I'm not sure what it is right now. Ready? I feel like I saw smoke. Let's try it again. Ready? Good news, it's got spark. I closed the points a little bit more and now they're sparking. So let's try it and see if I know what he did. I know what happened. He put too long of a screw in that hole. That's probably what he did. Let me loosen this. And maybe once I loosen that, I can move the choke because I think it looks like it has spark. So, or at least I'm gonna guess it does. So let's find out. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so I did see spark across the points. Maybe I need to. Did I tighten that back up, actually? I think I did. I'll probably end up having to put air in that tire. It's not even wet. I almost wonder if it needs more gas. Possibly. Let's just check it and see if it has spark. And let me see if it will start. Well, I'll stay out of the way actually so you guys can see. Let me bring you guys over here. So this helps me narrow it down to what it could possibly be. Ready? Hopefully, we have spark. Ready? Here we go. Hold on a minute. You guys see that, right? When I turn the key off, it sparks. When I turn the key off, it will spark. That's not good. What could cause that? Ready? Watch. Let's watch I'm gonna watch the points. You know what I noticed? I noticed every so often it would spark, which seems interesting to me. Something does not seem right about that. And I wonder. So I think we've got it figured out. I think it's a points problem. Let me fight with it a little bit. Maybe I can get it to decide it wants to admit I am going to beat it in a fight. Okay. I'm just doing it by eye just to find a beauty spot. Let me put you guys on the other side real quick. Moved you guys over to the other side. Let's try this out and see what it looks like. I did not use the feeler gauge when I adjusted the points, so maybe it'll be better. Ready? Okay. It was there. I think it's the coil. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the coil, or I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it exactly how it is. I'm gonna take that coil. I'm gonna put the new coil back on it. With the, I'm just gonna leave everything where I have it. I'm gonna put this new coil on it. And I am going to see what the deal is. Okay, I've got that coil back on, the one that he brought over here today. Let's go on ahead and see if it's got spark. Let's try it again. I think so. That's finally important. Let me mess with the points a little bit more and see what I can find. All right. I just messed with it a little bit. Oh, we got spark. So, okay, well, as much as I want to fine tune it, I'm not gonna. It is starting to get late. I think it is currently 9 o'clock at night. So, somewhere around here. So, I'm going to put some air in that tire, that way it sits up level. And once it sits up level, we will try to start it. And if it starts, we'll take it outside. That way you guys get a view. tried running away. Ready? Let's put some air in that tire. I just want to take it around the pad, that's about it. Just out there towards the front building, then back. I won't go very far. knock that idle down a little bit.
Seems a lot better.
You guys want to see if it'll throttle? I might idle it down a little bit more. That seems about okay right there. Not the best throttle response. I don't really want to mess with it now because that doesn't really have a lot of movement. So I would say idle's about good enough. So unfortunately that tire goes flat too fast. If it wasn't for that, I'd drive it around a little bit. So, well, let me go ahead and park it in the building. I'll shut it off. And I guess that'll be the end of the video. Unless there's something else we could do. I would say it idles pretty nice. Let me put some more air in that tire, then we'll shut it off and we'll try restarting it. Need to bring it up a little. I don't know. I think I like my gear drives better. They're not as touchy. I can tell you the mower deck lift works. I found that out. Let's see if it'll shut off. I kind of like it. It's a pretty cool little machine. I kind of want it. Too pricey for me though. Maybe we'll see. What do you guys think? Should I buy it? Let me know what you guys think. It's a little bit pricey for me. I mean, it'd make a really cool project. So, well, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you guys all think. It was actually a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. I was worried about I'd have to pull the battery tray and look underneath of it, but it turned out to be simple, which is nice. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.